Are we alive? Are we alive? I'm alive. I think I'm alive. Hold on, let me feel my pulse. Yep, I'm alive. Are you alive, DVL moms?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
12 cups of coffee, I'm alive.
12 cups of coffee.
I think so.
Yeah. Lots of coffee. She's big into caffeine.
Coffee.
Big caffeine. Yes, the coffee. Yes. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Just getting ourselves all set up over here. Give us 1 second. We're just getting ourselves all set. Boom. Get ourselves good over here. Make sure everything is copacetic. Alright, we are live on the Twitch. Yes, we are live on the Twitch. We're live on the Twitter. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. All the announcements are going out. Good. Alright. Alright. We're live on Twitch. Got live on YouTube. Good. Alright. Live on the Tickety Talks. Yeah. We live on the Tickety Talks. Alright. Alright. Let's see. Alright. Okay. We're looking good. Good. Alright. Let's get this off. Let's kick this off. What's up, guys? It's Double Nix, and welcome back to another episode of Microcap Mornings. I am your host with the most. They call me DBL Nix in the house, aka the Rainmaker. Yeah, and I'm here with my lovely co-host. You know her as the one, the only, the Serengeti specialist with her bushy tail and the high weeds, waiting to ensnarl another stunk. Yeah, she got a chancleta in one hand, chancleta harpoon in the other hand, a chancleta on a fishing hook in the other hand, and with the other hand, you know what, she's got a coffee cup because, you know, she's a coffee addict. We call her DBL Moms! Yeah. All right.
What do I do with the chancleta and the fishing rod? I fish for the fish and then I beat them?
No. You get the chancleta, the little stunks underwater, the underwater stunks. They take a bite out of it. You pull them up. Pow!
Yeah, that's what I thought I did. Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to be clear.
Got him. Yeah. And snarls the stunks with the chancletas. That's how it works. That's how it works. All right, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are just made different. The early bird gets the cash. You know how it is, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share. Because sharing is caring.
Yes, sir.
And as always, ladies and gents, we are on X.com, aka Twitter, at Coach Nick Money. At Coach Nick Money. Wait, let's try that again.
Yes.
It's at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. We got YouTube at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. Twitch at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. You got us on Facebook and Instagram at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. And you have us on TikTok, Tiki Taki, at DBL Nix.
At DBL Nix.
at DBLNICKS, and the screen name is Coach Nick Money.
Yeah.
Now, before we get started as well, I want to say we pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different, and the early bird gets that cash, that filet mignon money, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
The caviar money.
That caviar
Ribeye
money.
steak money.
Yeah, the ribeye
Surf
steak
and turf
money.
money.
Surf and turf money, yeah. All right. That's what we got going on. Ladies and gentlemen, we called quite a few baggers today. We called CYCN, which ran up 261%, OSRH 200%, LYT 115%, SINT 101%, BLNE 103%, NIVF 60%, TRUG 53%, RSLS 80%, ADTX 40%, and TRNR 76%.
Yes.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen.
That's CYCU.
Yeah.
CYCU, yes.
That's CYCU.
You. Yes, you.
That doesn't look like no U to me. All right. Hey, DBL moms. Ay, with the handwriting. Hey, you gotta slow down, man. I can't read the squiggle. Hey, yeah. Anyways. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. Let's get started here with CYCU. Excuse me, CYCU. CYCU. Let's check this out. All right, so we called CYCU earlier prior to its 261% run over here. Yeah, let's zoom in the room over here. Get ourselves some price levels. All right, so right now, it's got a couple of price levels. It's got a break. For starters, it's got to break the one all the way up over Mya. Hold on, let me get the graffiti pencil. It's got to break the price action at $13.50. Another one at $12.22. Another one all the way down here at $8.68. Another one down here at $7.44. $6.68. $5.92. And $4.93. Right now, let's zoom in the room over here. See what it's got going on. Right now, it's below VWAP. It has news that they rebounded after a NASDAQ IPO. The volume for the stunk is 8 million and change.
Yes.
The float at the moment, cannot see. It's a recent IPO, so right now, as of now, I cannot see the current float for it for some reason, but it is a new IPO, so that's the news for it. That's what they got going on. Now let's check out, you know what we should check out? Let's check out SERV. Actually, somebody here asked about LCID. All right, let's check out LCID, see what's going on in LCID. LCID. Ugh. Ooh. All right. So let's get started here with, wow. Okay. All right. So LCID is currently barcoding. I think it's barcoded. What do you think? Well, barcoded. It's barcoded. All right, so it's got a couple of price levels here. It's got one at 353, another one at 352, and it's been barcoding between the two of those. It doesn't have much volume. I'm gonna be honest with you. It is up 1%. It has a very high float at 1.17 billion. Volume is 627,000.
All right. Yeah.
And they have a Lucid Tesla long short. And yeah, so let's move on.
Yes.
Let's move on. SERV. Let's check out SERV. SERV. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's zoom in the room. All right. Now we're talking. LCI. Nah, never mind. SERV.
Yes.
Is currently above the VWAP. It's not overbought or oversold right now, but it is slightly leaning towards being a bit overbought. It's trying to curl down off that being overbought, but as of now, it's not overbought. So what we're gonna do, we're actually gonna get the graffiti pencil activated over here. Right now, it's got a bit of a resistance all the way up here at $12.97. another one at 12.95, another one all the way down here. This is a support line at 12.80, another one down here at 12.60, and that is the support line for it for now. It looks like it's trying to break through the 12.95 resistance line, but it has to form an ABCD. It looks like it's trying to form an ABCD. So it looks like it's trying to form an A, B, C, and D. Boom, easy as that. But right now it's facing a little bit of resistance over here at 12.95. It's still staying on that support. It bounced off that support at $12.80. So we'll see what goes on here. It is above VWAP, which is good. They have news that they are going to be expanding to Miami Metro, offering autonomous delivery for Shake Shack and Mr. O1. And there's some news here about something involving NVIDIA. I don't know for sure. It says here, does NVIDIA know something about that Wall Street doesn't? This chip maker just sold 4 popular AI stocks and bought 2 others. So NVIDIA has been getting their hands into these stocks in this ticker here. There's also a notice of proposed sales of securities pursuant to Rule 144. Yeah, that was yesterday. That was yesterday. Let's zoom. Let's go down. All right. Now the float for the stock is pretty high at 26.98 million. The volume is 1.47 million, so the volume ain't too good for this stock. However, and the float is pretty high. The float is pretty high. So we'll see what happens with it. It looks like it's trying to break that 12.95 resistance point. It looks like it's trying to. It's smacking that bottom. It is trying to get through there. But right now, we'll see what happens with it. This one over here is forming a little bit of a top tip. A little bit. Nothing crazy. But it looks like it broke through the 12.95 resistance point. Now it's got to break through that 12.96. It's got to break through the 12.96. It did. It just did just now. Boom. It looks like it's doing that right now as we speak. It hit 12.98. 12.98, ladies and gentlemen. It just hit 12.98. So let's see what goes on here. Let's see what we got going on with it. Let's see. Right now, it is still trying to get over it. It's at 12.97 right now. It's at 12.97, but it's curling up. It's curling up. 12.99. 12.99. Right? So we'll see what goes on with this one. It does have a big float, so it's probably going to move a bit slowly. It is up now $13.02, $13.04, $13.06, $13.07. Here we go. It's moving up. It's moving up nice. It is moving up nice. It's hitting another resistance point all the way up here at $13.10. It is smacking that bottom, and it just broke through it. It's going crazy, ladies and gentlemen. It's going crazy. I like it. I like it a lot. Right now, it's forming a bit of a top tail, though. So we'll have to see what goes on with this one because it is currently it's moving up. Yep, there we go. It broke through the $13.10 resistance line. It broke through that $13.10 resistance line. Now it is $13.18, $13.27, $13.26. All right, it keeps going. It's still going. It's got to break through $13.30. It's smacking $13.13 right now. Let's see what goes on. Let's see what goes on with it. All right. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. It's got a little bit of resistance point. It just became a bit overbought, though. It became a little bit overbought. We'll see what goes on here. $13.30. That's the new resistance for this stunk right here. It's the new resistance for it. So it's got to break through, but it's forming a bit of a top tail. Oh, looks like it could potentially be a double top if it's not careful. We'll see what goes on here. Ooh, it's got to break through. It's got to break through that 1330. It's got to break through it in order for it to be schmexy to me. It's got to break through that. It's got to break through that for me. Come on, baby. Come on. It's still above the VWAP. The float, again, a little bit high. It's also a little bit overbought now. We'll see what happens with it. Let's hope it doesn't form a double top. Let's see. All right, we're gonna go move on to OSRH while this stunk over here does its thing. It's gonna have to break through probably this pennant over here. Hold on, let me get my graffiti pencil. There we go. All right, boom. All right, so now it's got a little bit of a pennant that's got to break through here. Boom. So it's got to break through that, smack that 1330, and break through it in order for it to be schmexy. Let's check out OSRH. OSRH, we called that one earlier. It went up 200%. It looks like it's making some moves right now. Looks like it's making some moves. It's got a resistance line obviously over here at $9.95, another one all the way down here at $8.91, another one over here at $7.30, $6.82, and then it's got a bit of a support line at $5.59, another one all the way down here at $3.87, and then another one down here at $5.24. So let's see what goes on with it. Let's zoom in the room right now. Let's zoom in the room. Yes. All right, so what we got going on here, we got a bit of an ABCD pattern showing up over here. A, B, C, and then D. A little bit of D never hurt nobody. Pause on that. It's also above the VWAP. It's above the VWAP right now. It's above the VWAP, so we got that going for us. It's just got to break this resistance point right over here at 682, 683, around there. Right now it's up 115%. It had a nice high of 200% after we called it. Right now, it's forming a bit of a top tail over here. We don't like the top tails, DBL moms. We like the bottom tail. So let's see what goes on with it. Right now, it's forming a bit of a bottom tail. I don't like that. Don't like that. It is a bit overbought as well. It's a bit overbought as well. So it might try potentially to stay not overbought. It wants to stay between being overbought and oversold normally. So we'll see what happens with it. Right now, it looks like it's trying to curl up a little bit. It looks like it's trying to. Looks like it's trying to curl up. Come on. Come on. You got to break that 683 right there. You got to do your squats. You got to do your squats. You got to get them glutes working. Work them glutes, SERV. Okay. Not SERV. OSRH. Work them glutes, OSRH. Come on, baby. You got to work them glutes for you to be remotely schmexy. Let's check out SERV in the meantime, because I turned my head away from that one. Now all of a sudden it wants to move. It just broke through another resistance line. Boom. That's what we got going on over here. All right, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. It looks like it's curling up. It's curling up nice. All right, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Boom. All right, let's get a nice over here. So let's get another graffiti pencil. Boom. A, B, C, D. All right. Looks like it's forming another A, B, C, D. It just hit a little bit of another resistance over here at around the $13.65 mark. So it's got to break through that. Right now it's at $13.62. It's got to smack that bottom and break it. Just got to smack it. Just got to smack it nice. Again, SCRV has the robotics expansion into Miami Metro, offering autonomous delivery for Shake Shack and Mr. O1, and NVIDIA has just sold 4 popular AI stocks and brought 2 others. So right now they're looking, at least this is at least on their radar right now. So we'll see what goes on with it. The float for this one is actually pretty low at 60. Let's see here. Actually, excuse me, 26 million. The volume is 1 million. So again, the volume's a little low. It's a bit overbought, but it is above the VWAP. So we'll see what goes on with this one. Let's move this over. Hold on. Let me actually refresh this line. Let me refresh this line over here. Boom. Get this. Oop. Get my other graffiti pencil. Boom. Over here. Let's go up. Over here. Boom. And then it's got a bit of a resistance over here. So it's going to have to break this pennant over here to become schmexy. We'll see what happens with it. We shall see what happens with it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's check out another one. We got JTAI. JTAI, let's see what this one's about. JTAI, boom. All right, JTAI, looking good so far. Looking good. Let's see what's going on with it. Lot of volume. A lot of volume that's needed here. A lot of volume, because there are some lines of indecisiveness, some candles of indecisiveness. So you got a support at 374. You got another support all the way down here at 385. Another one all the way over here at 394. Another one down here at 406. Another one over here at 410. Another one over here at 414. Another one here at 427. 433. 445. 448. And 450. And that's what you got going on for support lines. Now, as for resistance lines, let's zoom in the room over here. Right now, we got 497. That is the resistance line over there, 482. So it's got to break through those two for it to be remotely schmexy to me. Right now, it's a bit overbought, a little bit overbought, right? But it's getting a little bit of volume, a little bit, actually quite a bit. So right now, JTAI has a low float, making it pretty volatile. It is 68,000. The volume is 591.29 thousand. So the volume is higher than the float, which is good. That is good news. That is good. That's a good sign. They have some news. They have an annual letter to their shareholders from aviation divestiture to AI Center Investment, the M&A class action firm, which is investigating the merger of Jet AI. So that's probably what's messing with it a little bit. And that's what they got going on so far. That news came out yesterday, and they have an annual letter to shareholders that just came out a couple of minutes ago, about, I'd say 11 minutes ago. It just came out. JTAI is now currently up 22%. Looks like it's breaking through. It's breaking through 496. It's making a new high here. It's making a new high over here. It's up 26%, 28%. Let's see what's going on with it. Let's see what's going on. It's got another resistance over here. It's got another resistance over here at around $5.20. It's got to break that. It's got to break through that. It's got to smack that bottom and keep going. Got to smack that bottom and keep going, baby. Yeah. Come on. Come on. That's what it's got to do. That's what it's got to do right now. So we'll see what happens. Right now, it's at $5. $5. It's got to hit that $5.10 mark and break through that. So it's got another resistance over here at $5.12 and $5.10 as well. So we'll see what goes on with it. It's got to break through that $5.10 and $5.12 for it to be schmexy to me. Be schmexy to me. And then after that, it's got to break that $5.20. So we'll see what goes on with it. We'll see what goes on with it. Let's go back to SERV, see what SERV is doing, because last time I turned my head on that one, it basically decided, oh, you know what? You know what, my guy? I'm going to just move while you're not looking, because, you know, a lot of these stonks, they like to move when my head is turned over here. So let's see what we got going on. All right. What's going on here? All right, let's see here. Let's remove the drawings over here and this drawing over here, and let's refresh it a little bit. Let's refresh it. It had a couple of candles of indecisiveness. Let's get my other graffiti pencil. Boom, over here. All right, boom. Get ourselves set up. It's got a pennant over here. It looks like it's trying to curl off the pennant. Right now. SERV. It formed a bit of a pennant. It had some candles of indecisiveness. We'll see what happens. It's still a bit overbought. So I think it's trying to bring itself down a little bit just to not be overbought or oversold. We'll see what goes on with that. Right now, it's also above the VWAP. Let's see what's going on here. Again, this stock has a bit of a high float, 26 million. That's a little bit of a high float. The volume is still pretty low as well at 2.21 million. So we'll see what goes on here. But right now, it's trying to curl off this pennant. It's got to break $13.65 at that resistance point, and it's got to hold this support line at $13.30 for it to be remotely schmexy to me. Good morning, Frog. Hope you're having a good day. Good morning, Frog. Hope you're having a wonderful day, brother, man. Hope you are having a fantastic day. It's got a bit of a resistance at $13.50 over here. It's got a little bit of a resistance here. Nothing crazy, but a little bit of a resistance at $13.50. It's got to break through that, and then it's got to break through $13.65. And then there's another resistance line all the way up here at $13.76. That's got to break through. We'll see what goes on with it. We'll see what happens with it. It's got right now it's still above the VWAP. That's what it's got going for it. I think it's no longer overbought or oversold. It just crossed that little threshold. Nope, still a bit overbought. It's on the border of being overbought a little bit. So we'll see what happens with it. We'll see what goes on with this one. Let's check out JTAI again, see what's going on with JTAI while we wait. Boom. Let's check this out. Bop. There we go. Let's zoom in the room over here. All right. So what we have here is, let's get some drawings up. My graffiti pencil. Boom. A, B, C, oh, excuse me, and D, all the way over here. And it had a bit of a pennant. Looks like it's trying to curl. Looks like it's trying to curl off that pennant a little bit, and it's trying to tap that $5.10 resistance line for JTAI. Again, these guys had some news about aviation divestiture to AI data center investments in their annual letter to their shareholders. Their float is pretty low at 68.14 thousand. Volume is 1.55 million. So the volume is pretty good. It is above the float, and it's increasing, which is also good news for it. It's also very good for it. So let's see what happens with it. We'll see what happens. Right now, it looks like it just broke through that $5.10 resistance line. Let's see where it goes. Let's see where it goes. It's still curling off that pennant. Still curling off that pennant a little bit. Let's take a good look. Right now, it just broke through its support at $4.97. So it looks like it's trying to consolidate a little bit so it's not as overbought. So we'll see what goes on here. It's going to probably consolidate a little bit. And if there's some volume for it, if there's some volume and people still like it, it may potentially curl up. But I don't know yet. Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, this is not stock or financial advice. This is not financial advice at all. This is just a show. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Hey! Always do your own due diligence before purchasing anything in the stock market at all whatsoever. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. So let's see what else we got. What else do we have here? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. There is TRUG. Let's check out TRUG. All right. So TRUG had a bit of a high over here at 71 cents. It's got a couple of resistance lines over here that I could see already right off the bat. One at 71 cents over here. Another one at 65 cents over here. Another one at 64. Let's zoom in the room. It's got a bit of support line at 54 cents. Another one over here at 56. Another one over here at 57. Another one over here at 58. Another one over here at 60. 61. And yeah, 61. So that's what it's got for support over here. It also has that one over there that it's just bordering right now. And then for resistance, you got 64 cents, 65 cents, and 71 cents, as well as another one over here at 68. So you got that going on. Oh, yeah. And we will see what happens with this one. Let's zoom in the room on it a little bit more. Right now, this stock is currently breaking through its support lines. We'll see what happens over there. Let's open this up. Bop. Graffiti pencil. Looks like it could potentially be forming a descending wedge. We'll see what goes on. It's a pretty deep descending wedge. It's going there. It just broke down below the VWAP. So right now it's looking meh. They have some news of insider buying. So we'll see about that. We'll see what goes on with this. Let's go over here. Get this out. And we will see what happens with this one. Let's see what happens with this one. Right now, it looks like it is trying to stay above VWAP. It's not overbought and not oversold, and it does have that insider buying news, so we'll see what happens with it. Let's go check out the float. The float for this one is 3.54 million. Volume is 31.83 million, so the volume is almost 10 times it is more than 10 times the amount of the float. So that's what we got going on. Looks like it's trying to curl up a little bit. Looks like it's trying to curl up and hit that resistance point at 61 cents. It looks like it's trying to. We'll see what happens with it. Let's go back to JTAI. Let's see what's going on with JTAI. JTAI. Stock asks, should I buy one stock of SPY or buy 3 stocks of NVIDIA? I'm not a stock advisor, so I can't tell you what to buy. But do your own due diligence before you buy anything in the stock market at all whatsoever. This is just a show. So, yeesh. Yeesh. That's what we got going on. All right. So right now, JTAI looks like it curled up, and now it's kind of consolidating a little bit. A little bit of consolidation. Little bit. So let's make this line over. Yeah. Hold on. Graffiti pencil. Boom. Over here. Let's see what we got going on. It's got a bit of another pennant over here that's got to break through. Right now, it's breaking through its support line at $4.82. It's got to break this $4.97 resistance over here, and then it's got to break 513, 5.2, and then it's got to keep going through there. Right now, it just broke past its 496. It's up $5.07 right now. JTAI is now 24%. Now has to go through. Oh, it's going through the $5.13 resistance line. It's got to break through that $5.21. $5.21. Let's see if it can get it. Can it get it? Can it get it? It looks like it's trying to curl. It's trying to break it. It's gently tapping it right now. It's gently tapping it right now. It's got to stay on that support line at $5.12. Oh, it broke through it. It broke through it, ladies and gentlemen. Broke through that $5.20 resistance line. That's what it's got going on over here. So we'll see what's going on with it. It's still moving. Still moving. Still moving. Come on.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what we got going on. It's still going here, and it's got a bit of resistance at $5.36, $5.36, and it's back down below the resistance point at $5.20. So right now, it's trying to keep going. It's moving a little bit. All right, come on, baby, come on. There we go. It just broke through that $5.20 resistance line again. It's still got to break through $5.36 to continue moving up. Right now, it's moving on up a little bit. Let me get the graffiti pencil. Boom, it's moving up off the pennant over here. Bop. That's what we got going on. We'll see what goes on with this one over here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There we go. All right. Now, it's trying to stay above 520, and it's got to break through that 536. Those are the resistance points. It's got a bit of a channel over here. It's channel time. Channel time. It's channel time. Channel time. That's what it's doing right now. It's got a bit of a channel over here. It's got to break through that 536, man. It's got to do that. It's got to hold that 520, and it's got to break through the 536 for it to be remotely schmexy to me. It's got to be remotely schmexy to me. Yes, yes. Let's see what we got going on over here. Oh, what's that, man? Nope. Thank you very much. Aha. All right. So that's what it's got going on. It looks like it's trying to. It wants to. It looks like it wants to. It looks like it wants to right now. Again, the float for this stock is 68,000. Volume is 2.74 million. So that's what we got going on for it. The volume is good for this stock, and the float is pretty low, so that makes it a little bit, you know, uppy downy, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of uppy downy. It goes a little sporadic, a little bit sporadic, but we shall see what goes on with it right now. It is currently on that $5.20 resistance. It's breaking through that that little support line over there. Let's see what happens with it, ladies and gentlemen. We shall see what happens. Right now, let's check out SINT. SINT. Let's see what's going on with SINT. Right now, it looks like it broke all of its prior resistance lines over here. So let's make some new ones. Let's over here. Let's get the graffiti pencil. Bop! Over here. $5.96. That is one of the resistance lines. 564. That's another one. 537. That's another one. 520. That's another one over there. Let's zoom in the room. It's got a support line at 498 all the way over meow. So that's what it's got going on there. Let's zoom back. Okay. And again, it's got all these other support lines over here at 441, 427, 410, $4, and then 387. So it's got quite a bit of support. It is above the VWAP. It's still staying above the VWAP just a little bit. See, VWAP is right there. It's staying above it. That is another form of support for it, so that's pretty good. Another resistance line would be 534, little tiny one over there. So we shall see what happens. Right now, it's got to fight to break through that 520. Then it's got to go through 535 and 537. So we shall see what goes on there. Well, let's check this out over here. Let's get some lines going over here. Graffiti pencil. Bop. Over here, we had a bit of a descending wedge. It moved up a little off that descending wedge. Now it's currently trying to break this at $5.20. That's where it's got to go. It's got to hold that support at 498. It's got to hold that support. Gopinath, thank you for following. Thank you for following, brother. Hope you are having a wonderful day. It's forming a bottom tail. I like the bottom tails. I do. I like the bottom tails. It's a hammer. I like the hammers. Hammers are good. Hammers looking good. All right. It's got to stay there, though. It's a bit red now. Can't be doing that. Nah. It's got to stay above that $4.98. It's got to stay above that VWAP, and it's got to break through that 520 for it to be schmexy to me. All right, let's check out JTAI, because JTAI is now acting up. It's acting a fool. It's getting a little goofy. That's what. So let's move in. Let's see what it's got going on. Right now, it's still trying to stay above that 520 over there. It broke through that 520 support, but it did smack that resistance at $5.36. Call that baby Acon. Call that baby Acon. What's CVS Frog says? 68,000. 68,000. Oh, that mean
68,000 the float.
Yeah, no, the 68,000 is the float. 68,014. Yeah. Yep. 68.14K. That's what it say. Yeah. So the float is pretty low. Volume is now 3.26 million. So that's what we got going on for this one. The volume is pretty good for it. And it says here that there was just some news that came out for JTAI that they signed a letter of intent for a 50 megawatt project as part of a new 120 acre campus. So that's some pretty good news for it. Yeah, pretty good news. It just came out.
Well, look at that.
Yeah, just came out.
All right then.
Weeble says JTAI float is 1.8 million. Yeah, no, this float over here says 68.14K. So I don't know. It's either Weeble might be outdated, or JTAI, or this. Or, yeah, no, either one could be outdated. But right now it says here that it is 68.14K. So we'll see what happens. Again, they signed a letter of intent for a 50 megawatt project as part of a new 120 acre campus. So that's what we got going on here. It's forming a bit of a top tail. We don't like the top tails. We like the bottom tails. 520 went from a support line to a bit of a resistance line, so it's got to break through. It's breaking through. It's at 521. It's at 523. So now it's got to break all the way to 536 for it to be schmexy. We'll see what goes on. Let's see what happens there. Let's see what goes down. Yeah, little bit. JTAI now 30%. So we shall see what happens with it. We'll see what happens here. We'll see what goes down. Right now, it looks like it is a little consolidated still. It's no longer overbought or oversold. That's pretty good. I like that. I like that it's not overbought or oversold. It's still above the VWAP. That's good. Again, the volume for it is pretty good, but the float is very low. The float is at around 68.14K or 1.8. If it's 1.8 mil, then that's pretty good. But if it's 68,000, it's a little low, so it's going to be sporadic. But right now, it looks like it's sticking between the $5.11 resistance line over here, or support line, and then the resistance line over here at 520. So it looks like it's starting to move down a little bit. We shall see what happens. Again, let's see over here. I want to extend this drawing. All right, let's just get another one. It's still within the chart. It's still within that channel over here. Channel time. It's channel time. There we go. So it's still within this channel over here. So that's what we got going on. We'll see what happens with it. LYT. Let's check out LYT. That one is now currently up 99%. We called it earlier this morning. It went up 115%, ladies and gentlemen. 115%. So let's check this out over here. It's got a high of 48 cents over here. Another high down here at 47. Another one over here at 45. And another resistance point at 44, which it looks like it's trying to break right now. Then it's got a support line over here at 32, another one over here at 30, another one over here at 36, and another one over here at 38 cents. So we shall see what goes down over there, and then another one all the way down here at 21 cents. We'll see what happens. Let's see what happens over here. Let's zoom. Let's get in. Boom. There we go. All right. It's got a bit of a choppy uptrend, a little bit. Nothing crazy. All right. It's got this uptrend over here. All right. A little bit of an ABCD, actually, when you look at it. So let me get rid of this. A little bit of an ABCD. So A to B to C to D. Oh, to D. There we go. A little choppy, though. A little choppy. It looks like it's smacking that resistance point at 45 cents. So let's see what happens with it. We'll see what happens. Let's check this out over here. All right. And now JTAI wants to act up again, just as I'm looking at elsewhere. All right. You know what, JTAI? JTAI, make up your mind. Make up your mind. Oh, what you doing here? What you doing here? What you trying to get into? You know, JTAI, you gotta reliably stay above that $5.20 mark for me to even acknowledge you. Like you know, like Roman Reigns. All right. You gotta keep me enticed here, man. You gotta keep me enticed. I'm not enticed. I don't feel enticed. You gotta stay above that 520, and you gotta break through that 536. If you don't, well, All right, but so wow me. All right, wow me. Yeah, wow me. Wow me. Wow me. Because if you don't, I mean, oh, what am I here for? Oh. All right. I'm just saying, you got to wow me a little bit, all right? You got to smack that bottom like Akon, all right? Smack that. All on the floor. The whole thing. All right? Yeah. Akon, when he was with Cardinal Official, do it like that. All right? Because that was good. Those songs were fire. Those songs were fire. All right? Them songs were fire. Say what you will. All right? Right now, though, JTAI, oh, it just broke through it. I looked away from it. I looked to my right for 1 second to look at one of my other scanners, and now all of a sudden it wants to go to 530. Now it wants to wow me, huh? Try and wow me. All right, I want to see you at that 536. All right, I want to see you at that 536. All right, Poppy wants to see you at that 536. All right. All right. Got a couple of candles of indecisiveness, though, so that's a little thing. Again, the float is either 1.8 or 68,000. We'll see what happens. Look, it could be a lot of these things. Sometimes they take time to refresh, so it could be either or. But the float for this one, as it says here, is 68,000. Volume is 3.7 million. So either way, I mean, regardless of whether it's 1.8 million or 68,000, the volume is still pretty good for the stonk. It's just got to keep curling. It's got to break through that 536 resistance point for it to be schmexy to me. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can tell, I drank that Tierra Cubana. I drank that Cuban coffee a little bit. Un cafecito. Yeah. So. Yeah. Let's see what we got going on over here right now. It is currently, come on, JTAI. Stay above that 520. It's smacking the top. Nah, it's smacking the top like a car salesman. You know, this baby right here, this baby could fit 10 Hot Pockets. I don't know. It could so we'll see what goes on with it. JTAI right now looks to be falling below the $5.20 support line. So let's see what else we got over here. Yeah. Let's check this out. Let's see what else we got. All right. Let's see here. Let's check out SINT. See what they're doing. SINT had a little bit of a curl. Little bit. Tiny one. Zoom here. Boom. All right. A bit of a top tail on this one. A little bit of a top tail. Oh, LYT seems to be breaking. Let's see what goes on.
Maybe a test of the high.
Maybe
a test of the high.
LYT looks like it's breaking a little bit. A little test of the high.
Maybe.
Let's see. Let's see. Ooh, I got that nice stretch in. Ever get that stretch where like you crick a couple vertebrae? Ooh, that's the good one right there. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. LYT looks like it's testing the high a little bit. Again, it looks like it's also testing our little resistance line over here at around 45 cents. Looks like it's testing that resistance line over there. All right, it's got to stay above that 42-cent resistance line over here for it to be schmexy to me.
Yeah.
It has to do that. It has to do that over there. All right, but right now it's got to break that 45. Break that 45, stay above the 42, and it should be good. It should be Gucci Mane. It should be. All right, should be. Now let's check this out over here. All right, again, had a bit of a descending wedge here. Bop. All right. Now it looks like it's trying to curl up a little bit. Looks like it's trying to curl a little bit, and it keeps smacking that bottom up. Broke through that 45-cent resistance line. Now it's got to break this other 45-cent resistance line a little bit over here. Break it at that high point over there. All right. Up, but again, it fell past that resistance line. It's just got to hold the 42-cent support over here at the exact 42-cent mark in order for it to be remotely schmexy to me. And now JTAI wants to start acting up again. All right, you know what, JTAI? You're a bit of a drama queen. What is it now? What you want? Oh. Okay, all right. Now we're talking. Now we're speaking the language, JTAI. Now we're speaking the language. Consider me a little bit wowed, right? It's JTAI just broke through that 536 resistance over here, formed a new resistance line over Myan at $5.55. Let's see what happens here. All right, it's at $5 up. It's breaking it. It's breaking it at 555. It's breaking 555, 557, 557. All right. That's what I like. That's what I like to see. I like that. Keep doing that. All right. A little bit of resistance over here at 557. We'll get rid of the 555 to make it easier. All right. 557. That is the new resistance line for this. So we got to see what goes on with it, baby. We got to see. Also, new news just came out. Actually, nah, that's news. All right, let's continue on with JTAI. Right now, it hit a new high of 559. I like that. It hit a high of 559. Let's remove this. Get over here. Boom, right there. 559. It's got to break that 559 for it to be schmexy. It's got to break the 559 for it to be schmexy to me. It's got to be schmexy to me. All right. Again, JTAI has at highest 1.8. We'll go with 1.8 million. We'll go with 1.8 million for the sake of it, for argument's sake. 1.8 million, and the volume is 4.3 million currently. The volume is still pretty good on the stunk. It's not overbought, not oversold. It's leaning a bit towards overbought. It's a little overbought now, but it's still going. $5.68, $5.68, ladies and gentlemen. 571, 575. It is breaking highs today, ladies and gents. Breaking highs today. 576. All right. Let's see. 577. All right. Keep going. 578. All right. All right. Can we get 580? Yes, we can. 582. 582. All right. 582. That's the new resistance. It's got to hold 560, break 582. It does. It breaks 582. It's 585. All right. That's what we got going on. That's the way I like it. Ladies and gentlemen. That's the way I like it. Bop over here. Moving it up. Over here. It's smacking the bottom.
Is it a bot?
Up. All right. 585. It is still smacking 585. All right. Keep smacking that. Keep smacking it. Smack it again. One more time. One more slap. Pause. Anyways.
Now there, really?
Never. All right. Let's actually remove this. Get all the way up to here. 585. Oh. There we go. Oh. Hold on. Get this over. Meow. This is the right graffiti pencil. Bop. Over here. 585. Zoom in the room. All right. It's got to hold 560, break 585. It does. It breaks it 587. 587. It's smacking it again. It's smacking it 588. Oh, come on, baby. Come on. Come on. If you're going to be schmexy to me, you got to be schmexy to me. All right? That's how it's got to work here. All right? 588. That's the new resistance again. Another resistance. It's making these tiny little resistances over here, which is fine. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. As long as you hit new highs, I don't mind that. It's got to hold 560. It's got to break 588. That's all it's got to do. All right. A little bit of a support line here at 570 as well. So it's got to hold 570, break 588, and it does 595. All right, baby. There we go. That's what I like to see. 595. Okay. All right. All right. It's got another one. Another one. All right. 595 all the way over here. It's got to break that. It's got to break it a little bit. It's at 590. Let's see. Can it break 595? It hits 595 again. It's smacking that bottom like it's Akon. There we go. That's what I like to hear. You know what? I'm going to just call it the Akon pattern. The Akon pattern. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. A lot of smack that going on. 595. It's got to hold over. It's got to hold that 590. Break that 595. Yeah, it's got that Akon pattern. That's smacking that up. It broke the little support over here. All right, there's another support line at 571. 571. Again, this stock is getting a little bit overbought, which is what happens sometimes. Sometimes it goes down a little bit so that it's no longer overbought. It happens. But it's got to break that 595 all the way up to be schmexy. Yes, yes, of course, quite. All right. But yeah, it's got to do that. Let's see what goes on over here. All right. JTAI. It's still got to break that 595. All right. Got a bit of a resistance over here at 570. So we'll see what happens with it. It's got a little bit of a channel. Let's see here. It's got that channel time going on. A little bit of channel time. All right. Let's go over here. Bop. A little bit of a channel over here. A little bit of a channel forming. Little channel. Nothing crazy. Nothing wild. Got a bit of a channel, though. Is it channel time?
Channel time. It's channel time.
Channel time.
It's channel time.
Yeah. All right. Still got to hold that 570 support and break that 592. It also has to break this little resistance here at 588. There's a little bit of resistance there, too. It's got to break 588, 595 to continue remaining schmexy. Little bit schmexy to me. Yes. All right. Right now, baby, you are looking smoking a little bit. Oh, it's hitting 595, 597. There we go. There we go. There we are. Yes, sir. Got to keep
LYT.
LYT, is it moving again?
Breaking out a cup of handle.
Oh, LYT. Let's check that out. Let's check that out. I already know the JTAI is gonna move around behind my back, because you know JTAI just does that. At this point, I'm used to it. I'm used to it, JTAI. Keep doing your thing. I'm gonna look over here for a second. All right. LYT looks like it formed an ABCD. So you got that AB, all right? B to C, C to D. Boom, over here. It broke the resistance over here at 45 cents.
JTI, $6.
Oh, Lord have mercy. It's $6. Oh, Lord have mercy. It's $6. Okay.
It's $6.
All right. It's got a new resistance point for LYT at 47 cents. Let's check out JTAI again. JTAI. Ay. Now it's 605. Ay. Ay, look at me. Look at me. Ay.
Yes.
Ay. All right. $6.05. That is the new resistance point for it. It's got to break the resistance at 595, and then again over here at 605. Hit that new high. It's trying to hold that 589. Broke through the 589 support. It's got to hold this next support at 570 for it to be schmexy. It smacked that 605. It broke through 595. It's got to break that 605 for it to continue to be schmexy to me. So we'll see what happens with it. Right now it's moving down a little bit because it's still trying not to be overbought, which it was a little earlier. Now it's not overbought or oversold. It's just chilling. We'll see what happens. It's got to break that 605 though for it to be schmexy. 596 over here, and then it has to break 588 over here and maintain its hold above 570. So we shall see what goes down over there. We'll see what goes on. We'll see what goes on over here. It's got a bit of a support as well over here, a little bit, a tiny one over here at 578. Little bit, nothing crazy. All right. So now it's just got to break 588, 595, and 605. So we shall see what happens there. But JTAI, I know you went up to 605, made a bunch of new highs. But what have you done for me lately? Because it looks like you're trying to smack that bottom over there. You're trying to smack the support at $5.78. So we'll see what happens. It's got to hold that 570 for it to continue to be schmexy to me. So that's what we're going to do over here. Let's check something out here. LYT. Let's check out LYT because LYT was boom over here. It hit a high and now it's dropping down. So LYT is looking man. Again, with JTAI though, in my opinion with JTAI, it's a little extended. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with it. Let's see what happens with it right now. JTAI looks like it's one of the good shows in town and one of the only shows in town right now. So we'll see what happens with it. We shall see what happens with it. But right now it's got to hold that 570. It's got to hold that 578. It's got a couple of little indecisive points at it, but ladies and gentlemen, that is all the time we have for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share, because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, sharing is caring. Helps the stream grow.
Helps us put more content out for you.
Yeah, helps us put out more content. Helps us look at more stonks for you. Yeah, helps us out. So, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Ring that bell icon. And share. Share it to your mom. Share it to your dad. Share it to your brothers, your sisters. Share it to your cousins, your dog, your cat, your turtle. Literally anything could have an iPhone these days. Share it with your cow. I don't know. If you got a cow, a chicken. Share it with a chicken, you know.
Don't choke the chicken.
Don't choke your chicken. Don't do that.
No.
Oh, don't choke your chicken.
Unless you're in your own room.
Unless you're in your room and you're in the privacy of your own home, then you can choke the chicken as much as you want. But, wait, what? Hold on. Pause on that whole statement. Okay, wait, oh. All right, no choking the chicken. All right. At least not right now. Anyways. You have a wonderful, wonderful day, ladies and gentlemen. As always, you can find us on x.com, a.k.a. Twitter, at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. You can find us on YouTube, at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. You can find us on Twitch, at Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram, at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. You can find us on TikTok, Tiki-Taki, at DBL Nicks.
At DBL Nicks.
At DBL NICKS, and the screen name is Coach Nick Money.
Yes.
You could also check out our 4-day trial for our indelible patrons for $1.99. Link is in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of beggars a lot of times. Oh, and JTAI wants to break up to 649 now. All of a sudden, now as I'm leaving. Oh, you don't want me to leave now, huh? All right, you know what? Here's another resistance line for you over here. Bop. Right here. 649. Break that. Break that. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like what you just did. I like where you're going. All right? But you got a bit of a top tail. All right? You're a little bit overbought. But if you break that 649, you can make it up to me. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I said before, I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Is there anything else I had to say? Because JTAI kind kind of was messing up my flow. Oh, yeah. We called a lot of baggers a lot of times.
Oh, yeah.
We called CYCU, which went up 261, OSRH 200, LYT 115, SINT 101, BLNE 103. And then we had a couple of smaller runners. We had a couple of smaller runners, little baby ones. NIVF 60%, TRUG 53%, RSLS 80%, ADTX 40%, and TRNR 76%, ladies and gentlemen. So that's pretty much it. As always, it's Double Nicks. I love you guys. I am here with my lovely co-host, the Serengeti Specialist. We know her as DBL Moms. All right. And that's pretty much it. We love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Love ya.